Don't cross-dressing when playing online games. Author, Agamora. Crossdress Small World, Part 10, Victory. The deciding round has finally begun. The content of this round is simply dueling to win the treasure, omitting the search stage. After the declared round begins, the two swords appear in a random position in the air within the battle range. When either sword is captured by a player, a countdown timer will appear and the player must defend the sword for 3 minutes. In other words, during these 3 minutes, this sword could completely be taken by enemy players through combat. Only when both players on the same team get 2 swords, the game is over. This is the form of competition that I am most afraid of, because my skills in playing games, manipulating the mouse and keyboard are very poor. I got a spot in the top 10 purely on compensatory premium item. In a game like this, sometimes good skills will be completely crushed with good equipment. However, currently my opponent also owns an account with equipment that is not inferior to mine. That means, my only advantage is gone. I worriedly turned to Dustin and asked, "What am I to do now? I'm pretty bad at the game, we'll lose." Dustin said, "No problem. Vi on the other team is not a gamer. If I guessed correctly, Hunter just wanted to pull her into his team because this event requires 2 players. You just need to hold her off." I nodded, "Yes, I will try." If there was no countdown timer rule, then when the 2 swords appeared, the player would try with the fastest speed to take them. But now there is a countdown timer rule. Even if you get the sword first, you will have to defend it for 3 minutes. The situation still unfolded slowly, both sides were wary of each other. Hunter broke the silence, "You are still such a coward, Dustin. If you don't dare to hold the sword first, let me hold it. If you have the courage, just take it back." After saying this, Hunter's character jumped into the air and reached out to grab the sword. But he jumping up about halfway, the countdown timer suddenly appeared. Hunter turned and saw my character quickly grab the female sword in front of him. He laughed loudly, "Ha ha, great." At this point, Hunter stops taking the sword because Dustin has come to start fighting. The match between the 2 masters was extremely satisfying with consecutive moves being launched. This moment indirectly helps this game to top the search on the internet. On my side, the situation is not very good. Although the sword is in my hand, I am having to focus on continuously dodging Vi's attacks. She is not a gamer, but her skills are definitely better than mine. This makes me a little embarrassed. I've been playing games for a long time, I used to be a game addict myself, but the skills of a new player are better than mine. Fortunately, my work was simply to hold Vi down while Dustin fought Hunter. If I can't do all these things, I'm too useless. The more I fight with Vi, the more flexible my dodging maneuvers become. While Vi's character is more and more redundant and inaccurate. Perhaps in front of the computer screen, she was extremely angry because she had to deal with someone like me who could not attack but constantly defended and dodged. The match between the 2 sides continued to struggle, only the Dustin side was a double attack in which both players developed their skills to the extreme, while my side was just a one-way battle. An unexpected turning point occurred when Dustin lost to Hunter a move that made his character fall. The countdown time is now less than 10 seconds, if Dustin is the one who grabs the sword, the match will end, and if it is Hunter, the timer will count down from 3 minutes again. I also accidentally lost focus when I looked up at Dustin, creating conditions for Vi to snatch my sword. This is a very dangerous situation, because if Vi gets my sword, while Hunter gets the other sword, the game will be over immediately. In the decisive moment, knowledge of programming algorithms suddenly jumped into my head. Using them, I calculated coordinates and distances in the game. As soon as Hunter's hand almost touched the sword, I controlled my character to throw my sword in my hand to the remaining sword. If both swords are lost, so I'd rather throw my sword at the sword near Hunter than let Vi take it. My sword collided with the other sword, causing its trajectory to change, falling right into Dustin's hand. Hunter was stunned for a moment because everything happened so suddenly. But just that one moment, Dustin quickly rushed to attack Vi's character. At this point, I no longer had Vi's clinging, so I easily returned the sword I threw earlier into my hand. This is a mechanism of the game. Once an item has been held in the hand, as long as the character does not die, the character can be retrieved at any time, no matter how far it is thrown. This mechanism was created to ensure that weapons like darts, boomerang, can be returned to the owner's hand. Perhaps the publisher did not expect me to take advantage of this mechanism to win this game. When both swords belong to me and Dustin, the game is over. Our team won. I happily got up from the chair and rushed over to Dustin to hug him. At that time, I didn't think this action of mine was a bit strange. I merely assumed it was a way of celebrating when my feelings of joy couldn't be contained. Dustin was also surprised to see me do that. But just a second later, he relaxed. Dustin kissed my hair lightly and said, "Thank you. This victory is thanks to you." I blushed after receiving the kiss from Dustin. Only now did I realize my action were a bit inappropriate. Sinister liar, good job. But this time I lost to you just because your dick girlfriend is the unexpected element. Kill the liar 8x, you're right. But she's my girlfriend, that shows at least, my eyes are still better than yours. Sinister liar, just you wait. This is just a game after all, the real fun is in real life. Sinister liar has exited the game. Cute ghost has exited the game. After watching the dialogue between the two, I knew that Dustin was implicitly implying Hunter and Vi's love affair. It was already 9 o'clock in the evening, the event lasted longer than expected. Dustin's apartment doorbell rang a few times. I wonder who is here at this time. Dustin and I went to the door and opened it. Behind the door are the smiling faces of Baron and Curtis, and they also have a bunch of light alcoholic drinks in their hands. Maybe these two guys want to celebrate. We talked passionately until midnight. At the same time, at a large office in the capital city, Vi said to Hunter, "Sorry, I tried but couldn't take the sword from her hand." Hunter waved his hand and replied, "You're not her opponent. Dustin's girlfriend is a cunning girl, although her skills are not really good, but she has an extremely scary calculation ability. She not only knows how to calculate coordinates and distances in the game with extremely high accuracy, but also knows how to take advantage of the game's features to achieve the goal. Not to mention, during the long battle with you, her actions did not slow down, on the contrary, she became more and more flexible. Thereby, it shows that she has the potential to develop over time and possesses high concentration. This is what is needed for Subversion Corporation to crush Heroic Corporation." Vi asked, "What do you mean?" Hunter showed a sinister smile. "If I guess correctly, she is a very good programmer at Heroic Corporation. We will entice her from the opponent's company." Vi said, "But she is Dustin's girlfriend, how can we entice her away?" Hunter laughed loudly, "Even a beauty daughter of a tycoon like you, I can still get you from Dustin. Only a girl from an ordinary family, what is there to worry about?" To be continued. Today's story would like to stop here. Thank you for watching. Please like and share for people with similar interests to motivate me to develop my channel. Goodbye and see you in another story.